When a man has a father wound, he may struggle with trusting others. Building trust can be a painstaking process. It requires honesty, transparency, clear communication, and a willingness to listen. It also requires real and authentic conversations with the ones you love the most. A fear of abandonment can undermine self-esteem and breed a sense of dependency. Building self-esteem and independence is key. This can be achieved by pursuing personal interests, establishing a strong support network, and practicing self-care. Open communication about these fears with your wife can also be beneficial. A negative self-image often stems from a father wound. Men can combat this by practicing self-compassion, reframing negative self-talk, and focusing on their strengths and accomplishments. Joining a support group can also be a safe space to work on building a more positive self-concept. Emotional intelligence is crucial and can be improved by practicing mindfulness, identifying and naming emotions, and developing healthy coping strategies. Therapy can also help in learning effective communication skills and working through emotional barriers. The repetition of unhealthy patterns is a common fallout of a father wound. Men can break this cycle by identifying harmful patterns of behavior and developing healthier ways of relating to others. Having open and honest conversations with your wife and others close to you can also help. Difficulty with intimacy requires vulnerability, clear communication of needs and desires, and a sense of trust and safety. Therapy can be helpful in addressing any underlying fear of intimacy or attachment issues. Anger and aggression can be a reaction to a father wound. Men can manage this by developing healthy coping strategies, practicing mindfulness and relaxation techniques, and seeking help to address any underlying trauma or unresolved emotional issues. Codependency can be addressed by developing independence and self-sufficiency through setting boundaries, pursuing personal interests, and building a supportive network. The inability to establish healthy boundaries can be worked on by identifying needs and boundaries, respecting partners' boundaries, and seeking therapy to address underlying issues with control or self-worth. Self-sabotage is a common effect of a father wound. Men can work on overcoming self-sabotaging behaviors by identifying and addressing any underlying fears or insecurities, practicing self-compassion and self-care, and seeking therapy to address unresolved emotional issues.